It's party time! P-A-R-T. Why? Because I gotta! Smokin'!
Holy mac, guys. Sorry for the tardiness tonight. We had a leaky pipe in one of the bathrooms we had to go take care of. What's going on, everyone? I hope everyone I hope everyone's doing well. Happy Friday. We're here at the club. Welcome to the club. Doors are open. I'm John, the Everyday Collector, your host tonight. I'm here joined by co-host Danny, Eddie, Dean. What's going on? And we got a bunch of special guests. We got Joe. What's going on, Joe?
How's it going? Thanks for the invite.
Brenton.
Glad to be here.
We got Jason. Oh, Jason's Mr. Queen Studios himself.
What's going on, man? Thanks for bringing us on.
And Fern. Oh, Fern's like, look how clean, it looks like a baby's ass. Holy mac. Wow. Nice and clean and shaven. Holy mac, like a new guy. Welcome to the club, guys. We're here to have a good time. Yeah, let's like chill. Like, who's in the chat? You guys, we're gonna read off who's in the chat. I want to see hashtag club life. Let's have a good show. Leave the problems at the door. It's Friday night. Let's have a great time tonight. We got who do we got here? We got Mark P. What's going on, brother? Vintage Rebellion. Nice to see you, man. We got Cuervo. What's going on, brother? Absolute Irwin. Thanks for hopping in. I know the lateness. Like, we had to clean the mess up. Badfish. Thanks for tuning in, brother. We got Dean's in the chat and on the panel. You'll love to see him. Brenton, Ekwan. It's stacked tonight. Lemur. Who else we got here? We got Joe, John Ortiz, Mr. McPickle. That's
wow.
You love to see it. What's going on, brother? TK592. Lane, thanks for tuning in, brother. CT603. My God, I feel like I'm on Terminator here, reading model numbers. And we got Zach. Zach's packing today. He couldn't make it, but he's in the chat, guys, so I appreciate it. Look at Badfish says hashtag Chub Life. Yeah, you love to read it. Jesus.
Sorry, man.
Christ. Today's a special episode. We're going to keep it nice and clean. I think the wifey's watching, so if she's watching, love you lots. And don't mind when we start talking about comics and how much I'm spending. But,
It's okay, buddy.
guys, we're going to kick it off. I'm kicking it off with a nice little red wine over here tonight. Anybody else have a good drink?
I forgot.
Oh, you hate to see it.
H2O.
I have unsweet.
All right, water.
Oh, I just say it like that.
Fucking water.
He's drinking the wrong water.
We H2O. We got Dean's drinking some sweet tea.
Unsweet tea.
Unsweet, nice. Danny's
H2O.
okay, beautiful.
Jesus Christ.
I'm the DD.
Joe's up late tonight, so he needs some energy drink there.
Yeah, got the monster.
All right, guys, let's get it started, man. Let's get it started. Let's just flip and start it already. Let me take a sip of this shit so I can. Let's do this, guys. Eddie,
All right.
let's kick it off, buddy. All right, guys. We're going to have a good show. Get comfortable. We're going to start it off with this. I don't know what you want to call this. This is from Sideshow Collectibles. Spider-Gwen premium format. They dropped these images. We got the teaser last week, and now we got the full reveal. Regular price here on this one for the regular edition is $600. And the exclusive is $620. And what the exclusive comes with is this massless portrait here that you're seeing, with an estimated ship date of between March and May of 2023. I don't know, guys. Ever since Eddie pointed out that web pointing out there that I don't know where it's, you're going to have to use your imagination. I could have lived with that. I think what's really killing it for me is the 3D buildings. Don't like those 3D buildings whatsoever. What do you guys think?
It takes you out of the statue for me. Like, when things are mixed scales in a statue like that, it changes it for me, and I don't like it. So I definitely don't like the buildings. Don't like the web. The pose and everything is fine. I don't love the selfie thing. Or like, I guess
No,
she's
bro,
not taking the
she's,
selfie.
she's on Tinder swiping left and right. You didn't see the picture today?
Wow. Either way, the phone thing I'm not a fan of. And I don't like the light posts. Like if they were gonna do the buildings, don't do the light posts or vice versa. I don't know.
You know what the
That's
buildings
just-
remind me of? In the Spider-Verse, when they're traveling between dimensions and everything gets like warped and shit. It kind of reminds me of that.
Yeah.
That's fair. I know she's gonna have a wicked bruise on her leg from hitting that fucking light post. Bro, that looks painful.
It's true. I hate how they're doing that. They did the same thing with the Ahsoka, with that diorama off the throne with Darth Maul.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, this is
Lane's
this
not
all
feeling it either.
around not good. Yeah, meh is very on par.
They started this with the Dark Knight Returns one. With the
Lightning bolt. You're right.
with the
Oh.
lightning bolt leaned back and kind of artistic like this.
You're right.
I didn't like it on that one either.
But that one's a
do-
little bit more successful than this one, I think.
Yeah, because it wasn't whole city.
Definitely.
Yeah.
That unmasked head sculpt though looks really good. I thought.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not. It looks good. It's not bad.
I mean, if she was in a different pose with that head sculpt,
yeah, but it's like, what was she
What?
doing? Swinging. She saw.
oh, that's
She
like
saw-
original PlayStation.
She
was-
saw Miles' photo. She's like, "Damn, I gotta take my mask off for this." I don't know.
Well,
She's
if
not
that
even
Miles
looking at
called
the
me, I'd
phone.
put my mask on.
Yeah, that's true.
It's she's looking at what's she looking at? The cityscape. She's not even swinging technically because it's not attached to anything.
Why is the image on the phone the whole phone?
2023, baby.
Jesus.
She got Apple's blueprints. I don't know. This for me is a
Swing
pass.
and a miss.
I would have, if it was just the light pole, I think it would have been cool.
Yeah. I didn't even know that the whole thing was angled. Also the pole and the... Because we only saw front shots, right? This is the first time I'm seeing the side profile shot.
Yeah, it's up on
So I
Sideshow
didn't-
now, so you can see everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't know that everything was angled, and that kind of looks weird.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
does. On the right there, yeah.
What's going on, Pudgy? Joel, thanks for tuning in, brother.
But like Brendan
Hey,
said, the
Walton.
face does look pretty good, I think.
That's,
Yeah.
I mean, when that's the only good thing to say about it, that's all overall
Yeah.
not a good statue.
Yeah. Yeah.
Also, dude, Eddie, now that you pointed that out, I can't unsee it. Like the whole phone. That means
Yeah, I know.
it's saved to her camera roll, and she's looking at it like, "What are you, a creeper? What is that?"
While swinging.
Yeah, you,
daydreaming.
she gotta have an OtterBox on that.
Yo, and he's what, 15, bro? Not cool.
You hate to see it.
Not cool, Gwen.
Wasn't
Whatever.
she around the same age?
So yeah, she's not looking at the phone. Maybe when she hit the light pole swinging, she like almost lost her phone. She's like, "Fuck, I gotta get it." I think that's
So
the
she's
only
not
thing I could think of.
she's not swinging, then she's hitting the pole and falling forward.
She's following the style, bro. The web didn't connect to anything. She's just like, "Fuck." Like Family Guy, she hits it and like falls over, and her arms all twisted.
Oh,
and shit.
She's catching it in the peripheral vision.
funny.
Whatever.
all right.
Yeah. Alrighty, then we got this one. This was like a shit take from Sideshow. Like, guys, we're not like little kids. You put the Ahsoka premium format, right? They gave us the teaser here, but we already know that they messed up and dropped this photo. I had to pull this one from my archive from when they made that little hiccup.
Everybody has a bad day.
But I understand everybody has a bad day. That's fine. But give us the full reveal at this point. Don't make us wait. Drop the full reveal day one.
Yeah, or like shade her out.
No, I'm
Yeah.
okay. Well, they made a mistake here. What I'm
Yeah.
saying here
They
is
took this down like 6 minutes after they
they
put
took
up.
it 6 minutes after, but we saw it. It's on Instagram everywhere. It's posted. Now you're ready to give us the pre-order, the link to pre-order it. Just do it at once. Don't give us a warning. It's coming. We already saw what she looks like. We saw you know what I mean? I don't know. What do you guys think?
It's a good looking statue. I would say probably the best Ahsoka from this show. I still don't like Rosario Dawson as Ahsoka, but objectively, it's the nicest.
I think it's the best licensed one.
It's the only licensed one, isn't it?
No, Iron has one, and it looks not very good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's the best looking so far from that photo. I think it's the best unlicensed one too, to be honest.
Yeah, I don't know. I like the picture. I like what it looks like in the picture.
Yeah.
And yeah, I don't know how I feel about comparing it to the custom one, but it looks good in here. So yeah, I'm with John though. Like, why show this when we've already seen this? Like,
they
just show the damn statue.
Unless it's going to be a whole different statue. I doubt that though.
I don't even like when they show that when we haven't seen the statue. I think it's dumb. Like, just
And looking at this picture, people are starting to get their moths in too.
Yeah.
Yeah, we saw some of those pictures. Not very good ones though. Just
they were like they weren't even showing the guy's face. I was like,
yeah, no.
Come on now.
Everybody knew it though, just like nobody likes the Kara.
Oh, you still need to. I still want to see what it came out to be. Damn it.
Yeah, you don't hide it. But what are you gonna do? That's they made a little. You gotta admit they made a little bit of an improvement from what they originally showed. But I still don't.
Yeah, definitely.
From off, yeah. I just still don't think it's 100% there yet.
I don't like.
Definitely not.
No.
I don't like everything about it. So it wasn't just the likeness.
It wasn't
that
the
I didn't
likeness.
like. I don't like the base. I don't like the pose. The only thing that I like about it that I didn't know about it was that the dark saber lights up. I think Jason told me that.
Yeah.
So.
Yep, it does.
I did like the base, and I think we mentioned
I don't mind
this.
the base.
I don't know if it was on In and Outs, but we did mention it. I mentioned it. I think with Tarkin, they missed an opportunity to do an exclusive like proximity piece where you had the TIE fighter wing coming out of the ground. That would have been cool.
Oh yeah, that would have been nice. But he seems like someone that stands more upright, like a authoritative figure. Not
In the
hunched
scene,
over
he
like
was definitely standing upright. I'm pretty sure. Yeah. I
And
don't know.
and to go back, I don't want to backtrack, but that Gwen verse, just to mention something quickly with that as well, because we mentioned it with this Tarkin, not Tarkin, the what's his face, Gideon. It is nice to see, even though the statue is horrific. It is nice to see that they gave an exclusive option on this one.
Yeah, because it seems like they're going away from that.
Yeah, they're going away, and we're coming back to it now. So, just wanted to mention that because I think I missed it.
Yeah.
But yeah, are you guys picking this up? Anybody here interested in picking it up?
My eyes are on Eddie.
I don't think so.
No?
I think all I need is Mandalorian and Boba from this line.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sounds good. Next on the docket, I saw these. I thought I'd mention them. We're at the club. We're talking collectibles. I thought they were cool. They're Sideshow's. They're calling them. They're poster lights. And this
They're
is from
so small.
Yeah, this is from the Batman.
Sizes.
They're little mini. They're actually mini poster lights.
9 by 15.
Yeah, and it's for your wall. You put it on your wall. Running you about $109.
It's for your wall, but it's got to be plugged in.
Yeah, so you're gonna run it like a TV. Make a hole in the wall, right down, and
It's an awful lot of work for a 9 by 15.
yeah.
Yeah.
But it's what are you gonna do? It's
Not by
cool.
you don't necessarily have to make a hole in the wall. You can. They have little plastic caps you can put on your wall too to hide the wiring as well.
I like this one with the car.
Yeah.
But I feel like the blue's out of place. It should be a different color, maybe like
different
gray,
hue.
like
Yeah.
a gray or something. I don't know, but it's cool.
I just came across it. I thought I'd mention it because it's different.
Yeah, definitely.
You were
I
gonna
agree
say,
with you, Eddie,
Brenton?
the blue doesn't belong here.
Yeah.
Especially for the tone of that movie and the color palette they used.
Yeah.
It's weird.
Yeah, Pudgy's saying just a little bit bigger than a comic book.
Yeah,
At that
they're
point, you
not-
just put it near your desk or something and run the cable behind there.
I guess for if you're like streaming, you can have a little on
Yeah.
your wall right here.
That's
look nice.
there you go.
I don't
Show
think
it
they'll
off.
last.
No,
Think the light will burn out pretty fast.
I hope not.
they're LEDs.
I
so
just don't think
making
it'll
this?
sell well. Sideshow.
Sideshow.
Oh yeah, it'll burn out. In fact, you'll get it and the LEDs won't even work.
Yeah, it's
You'll
my
plug it
brand
in
light.
and hear like, psst, psst, and then smoke will come out of it.
Your whole collection will burn down, and then you have to buy new ones.
He pops out and says, "I'm vengeance."
I only say that because a viewer bought the Boba Fett life-size bust, and that's exactly what happened to his. Traded it in, got another one, same thing. Traded it in, got a third one. LEDs wouldn't even turn on. He was like, "Fuck it." I just cut my losses and just kept it.
Nice to put in your bathroom.
Poor guy.
I feel
kept trying.
because that's not cheap. I mean,
He's not a
this
quitter.
probably
I'll give him
relatively
that.
cheap compared to a life-size bust, but yeah. This,
Oh, Dean. Great segue.
Queen Studios. You love it. Look at that. Not even rehearsed. Beautiful.
that's just pure talent on our part.
This one's for Jason. We're in the Queen Studios world now, guys, and they dropped this beauty. This is the Iron Man Mark III, a 1-to-1 life-size bust, coming in at a whopping $1,430, with an edition size of only $299, coming Q3 2022. I don't know.
That's
I
quick.
think it's quick, and it's a small edition size, and I think it's a stunner, an
It's
absolute
almost-
stunner.
It's only about $100 more than Sideshows, and it's way better.
Yeah, that was crazy
Yeah.
to see that.
But that's one thing about Queen in general, man. They always say they want to keep their prices realistic, not try to jack it up too much. They just want to make their small margin of profit and keep it that way. So that's something that they always keep in mind with most of their pieces.
Only $100 more, and look at this detail. Like, look at the mechanics
Yep.
in the neck, and even like the pistons, or all the like pistons that are holding the armor together, and on the base, the mechanized stuff in the base is insane detail. Sideshows I thought looked good. This blows it out of the water. It's crazy how much a difference this one has in the detail.
Do you think
Crazy.
this is what Queen Studios excels at, though? This is their best item that they sell is life-size busts.
I think that the busts are the best things they do, but I'm not saying the other stuff isn't good.
That's what they started off as, man. That's what they got their name off of.
Yeah.
In particularly silicone.
Unlicensed busts.
Exactly.
Yep.
I feel like
Yeah.
most companies start off as unlicensed stuff.
Well, usually most companies
Probably.
start off as unlicensed stuff, and then they become licensed, and then stop making unlicensed stuff.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, Hot Toys did it.
Zynga!
Oh my god.
How dare you!
But anybody here, you could like Chase. This one's for you, man.
I don't want it.
No,
I don't do.
I
I
actually-
I don't collect busts, man.
not Bastian. Okay.
I'm thinking
I
about
love
it now.
them. I just don't want to go down that hole because then it'll just be another money pit.
It's for me. It's tough because this was. I remember still watching the first Iron Man, and this was like the first one on the screen, and it was like wow. And I remember picking up the hot toy, and just being like wow. So this, I have like an emotional attachment to this suit, and I never picked up the Sideshow one, but this, by miles away, I think trumps the Sideshow one. This was absolutely beautiful.
Yeah,
So
this
Eddie,
is
you think
insane.
you're gonna do it? Or you
I'm
gonna
tempted to.
try and wait for the quarter scale that might be in
'Cause
that picture I showed you.
I don't know if that one's in there or not. I mean, it would make sense that it would be, because it's like John said, like one of the most famous suits from the first film, which is arguably like one of the best MCU films. So I would hope that it's in that lineup, but we've seen a lot of them already, and I don't know. So
I'm saying it is, man. I'm saying in that image with all the suits they showed in quarter scale, that
they're
one
taking so damn long,
is
though,
gonna
dude.
be a Mark III.
You think so?
And this is such a good price that like it makes me like think, fuck it, it's my favorite. Like it's hard to say if Thor or Iron Man is my favorite out of all of the MCU anyway, so I could have the bus, and then if they ever do the quarter scale, just put it next to the fucking bus, you know.
Sure,
and
it's good.
I think that if you're not a bus person, but you get an Iron Man, I think that's fine. Like I feel like you can stop with just the Iron Man, you know.
The value's there.
The value's there. Yeah.
It's, 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 it's,
You can stop with just the Iron Man, you know. Yeah, so I'm thinking
Can't
about
get
it,
more
man.
classic than this suit. Do we know the materials that are being used on this?
100% silicone.
Highest the quality.
Wow.
Irwin's saying, "Do it, Eddie." Mark 7 is his suit though.
Oh, Mark 7's really nice too.
Yeah. What's going on, Filthy? Thanks for coming to the club. Guys, I don't see any hashtag club life over here in the chat. Let's get it started. Come on, 37 people in here. Tell your friends, tell your family members what's going on. Yeah, I don't know. This is cool. But we're going to keep moving on. This is the Batman episode. I know every company and their mother woke up and said, "Let's take the Batman license and run with it."
Well,
Queen
something great.
Say it again?
I said we have something great.
Well, I haven't watched the film yet, so we're going to try to keep it as spoiler free as possible over here.
I'm with you, John. I haven't seen it.
Yeah. So this is Queen announced that they're doing a 1/3 Batman statue, and they're also doing a 1/6 figure to go with their line. The InArts line that they announced. What was it, last week?
Yep.
Wow. Like they're.
Well, also the 1/6 Batmobile they're doing too.
Yeah, they're coming out of the woodwork with all this, but they have some competition. You got J&D coming out with their statue. You got Prime One coming out with their rendition, and that we're going to talk about a little bit later in the show. But then we got this release. I think this looks good. We got to see more, of course. We did get a little bit more from the Prime One, but. Yeah, they dropped this video as well of their portrait, which some people were kind of on the fence about. For me, I think this looks... I don't know what people are talking about.
Same.
I think this looks crazy good.
Really?
Oh, yeah. I don't know how much more lifelike...
We're not usually different on these things.
Oh,
what the
boy.
fuck?
What's YouTube doing here?
Whoa.
Look at that. They saw us watching the video and enjoying, and...
Wow, I
boom.
wonder if that has to do with putting the video on slides. Because it only starts doing that like right here.
All right, let's just play that first 5 seconds again,
15 seconds in.
and then maybe we can pause it.
See, I don't think it looks perfect. It's not.
No.
I don't know, maybe it's like 70%.
What the hell?
Yeah, I'm with Brenton. I don't think that looks like Robert Pattinson at all.
What? I don't know, guys. I think it looks really good.
Don't
He's
see
got
it
like,
either.
he's got those like pursed lips, like he's ready
Maybe
to
pause it,
smooch
Eddie.
you.
Yeah.
Especially when it goes like sideways, his lips are like way out, like he's getting ready to kiss you. Which
Wow.
I'm sure
You don't know what
Brenton's
scene it's
excited
from.
about.
Hey, watch it.
I don't know why he's standing on his RC car.
Okay, thank you, man.
Yeah, I haven't seen the
Thank
movie
you.
yet, but I don't like.
He's
How does
not
he
a
fit in
giant.
there?
I don't like that. I agree with you, Joe. I don't like that. I don't like that at all.
Yeah.
I think that was a poor execution for a base.
Yeah.
They tried to be different. I don't like this though.
Yeah, and he has your what do you call those things? The shin covers that Dean loves so much.
Oh.
Shin guards.
Shin guards. You hate to see it.
Yeah.
You're muted, Dean. You're muted. Right over the boot.
Yeah, the boot sleeves. Those aren't
Boot
as
sleeves.
egregious as the ones Marvel uses, but
Yeah. But it's exciting to see that they're looking at the 6 scale side as well. And we talked about it on Collecting Weekly on Tuesday, and it's crazy all this competition coming in. I think Queen is going to knock it out of the park, and I'm excited to see what's going to come down the pipeline, especially with this line.
Hold on. Let me do something really quick.
Because I know, Joe, we got a lot of statue collectors here. This is a statue, really talk about statues here. And I've seen in the chats that a lot of people in the statue world are actually considering putting money towards these 6 scale figures now, just because they feel that it's going to be the top-notch quality and a contender.
Yeah.
You guys see these, right?
Yeah.
are they supposed to be that blurry? Oh, there it goes.
Oh, these were put up recently.
Yeah, I thought I'd just since
You
they
know,
already
get
showed the
wheels
full.
on the Batmobile. That's lame, bro.
It was a weird base. They tried to be different. They missed.
Oh,
I
my
think they
pose-
missed.
One thing to note though, the pose is pretty good on this. I like the pose a lot actually.
Yeah, they just effed up the base.
Yeah,
Well, some
that
people like it.
base-
I don't like it, but some people seem to be a fan of it.
flares. Or a defender well. Like, where's the defender well?
Look at this though. What the fuck? You guys are crazy. That ain't Pattinson.
Man,
don't
this
know.
looks more like him than the P1. Sorry. I just
Yeah,
can't,
I
I can't let you
disagree
trash
there.
it no more. I
I
can't.
didn't know
I
Jason
can't-
wore
I can't keep
glasses.
it
I
in.
didn't.
Can't keep
I
it
don't-
in, man.
He hasn't
Wait,
even seen the movie, and he's
who's-
like, "This looks more like him." Fuck.
That's
I've
Prime
seen
one.
this
bro,
shit 3
you know how
times.
many movies Pattinson's been in?
Prime one. I'm not putting a Batman out that's not masked. So
Well,
That's a good point as
too.
well.
That is 100%.
Does-
That's
Yeah.
where I'm at with it too. It
Does any
doesn't
of
really
this
Yeah,
matter.
I love the face sculpts.
see,
Yeah.
I'm going Prime one because I like the masked version. No, I'm not ordering it to be clear, but if I was, I like Prime one so far.
Those switch outs. Oh,
Pose
if
is
we
better
get
than
there.
the P1.
Yeah, but the base is worse.
That's
The base is
man.
the base
That's
is horrible,
debatable.
man. No,
Well,
no,
let's debate them when we get to the Prime one.
yeah.
Egregious.
I don't even
So-
know what the Prime 1 base is supposed to be.
Well, we're gonna get there.
It's not a smushed
Eddie,
car. That's an RC.
Eddie, they just put these up, right?
Yeah, this went up. Like I don't know if it was this morning or yesterday. I don't remember.
Okay, because I missed
Yeah,
these
yeah,
He's
ones.
this morning.
he's like
That was this
standing
morning.
on the Yoast
Oh,
fucking Batmobile.
after it was in the compactor. Oh,
Correcting
oh,
hopes
I
and dreams.
hate to see
no.
that shit. Sorry, that's how it works. But yeah, I'm excited to see what Queen's doing. So what I wanted to mention with this though is this is to keep in mind, okay? And I mentioned the 6 scale stuff because people are like, "Oh my, are we gonna get it in North America? Are we gonna get it in this? Gonna get it? You're not." They put on their site with this release. It says, "Due to licensing restrictions, we can only ship to mainland China, Hong Kong, Macau, Taiwan, South Korea, Southeast Asia, Europe, Middle East, and Africa." And that's you're gonna have to find your other
Right
methods
market.
of. Yeah, you're gonna have to find your other methods of obtaining their product. And people are doing it. We know people are doing it. But it's not. I think by the time someone like me crossing a border, by the time it gets to me, the prices that we're going to be paying for this product, I think are going to be astronomical.
I think the prices are going to be hiked to start with.
So that's something to take into account as well.
Jason, what do you think price wise this is gonna be?
Okay, so this one, based on all of Queen's 1/3, should be a couple $100 cheaper than Prime 1. And they're using rooted hair. It just goes to show the price hike by P1 and what they're trying to get out of their products. This should probably be around 14, would be my guess,
Jeez.
based on other products they're currently selling.
Okay, maybe that's something to talk about when we look at the Prime one. But
Yeah.
if it's cheaper, that might be something to consider because it might be good enough to choose it over the Prime one if it's cheaper. But anyway,
I just wanted to do this
That's
this
the-
next.
Prime 1's never put the 1/3 movie piece at 1600 like they did for this one, so that's new territory.
Well, I think
Yeah.
everybody's pushing the ceiling at the moment.
Why does
These-
he look so bored?
So these guys here, this was Queen. We've talked about this so many times on the show, but now they're hitting. People are receiving them, and Queen put this up. Just some quality photos of their quarter scale Joker with the rooted hair. I don't know, guys. I saw that like he can look bored, but I think this is a phenomenal job that they did here. I think this is the one that was done, Jason, if you can correct me if I'm wrong, by Viper Studios, the limited edition with the rooted hair.
Yep.
Yeah, so absolutely stunning, this piece, the way it came out. And so far, I think on the market, this is Heath Ledger's best representation. In any form, figure form, statue form.
Couldn't agree more, man.
Yeah.
yeah, I agree.
Is this the same Viper that's going to be heading up their 1/6?
Correct.
sir.
Same guy.
Okay,
So
that's
you
what
can
I thought.
you can just imagine what we're gonna be seeing out of that studio now.
He looks like he's falling asleep.
Yeah, bro. Like he's just like, I guess, like I got grenades. I guess, like.
It's probably just the angle of the photo.
You guys have to
Yeah,
find
he
something, huh?
He did look
You
like
have
that
to.
in
You
the
guys have
movie.
to
though.
find something.
No, it's definitely the angle. But
Nah,
Just-
even that one, he looks very bored.
well, you know what, Dean?
He looked
Zip
like
it.
he took a shot of NyQuil.
Oh,
I like how John's always we don't
You can't even zip it. Zip.
we don't sugarcoat anything. We talk real. And then when someone's like, "Yeah, this guy's not that great," John's like, "No, shut up."
Yeah. All right, guys, get him out of here.
I like the ending though.
No, for me, I'm speaking from my eyes, from what I've seen on the market. Statue collector, figure collector. This is the one to get for me so far.
When is the last time you got your eyes checked though?
Jesus.
I'm just curious. Because I have glasses. I just went, so.
Okay. Well,
No, it's yeah, I think it's probably one of the nicer Joker pieces out there.
Which one do you think is better?
Yeah, I was going to ask
that. I don't know. I'd really have to like sit down and look at them all. This is, to me, I'm not a huge expert. Everybody knows I'm not a big Nolan Batman trilogy fan anyway, but this looks great. I just think he looks bored. Like the likeness is there. Like it looks like him. I've seen Jokers that don't look like Heath Ledger at all. He just has a very unappealed face about him. He's just kind of like, like he doesn't want to be there.
He doesn't. That's why he's threatening with all the grenades.
Yeah, I think.
Yeah, he wants to get the fuck out of there. You're right.
The meeting was over.
I don't know. I just when I think of this Joker, I think of like a shit-eating grin because he always has like one up on everybody, you know. Especially in that scene, he's like, "Oh, like I got y'all. I'll fucking blow us all up. You don't got me." So for him to be just kind of bored is kind of for me.
Maybe the Prime One then is he has a nice gesture in that one.
oh, tell me about it. Looks like a candle melting. All right, guys. Here we're moving on to. Here we go. This is the debate of the evening. Another Batman, the Prime One rendition, third scale, Prime One teaming up with Blitzway, two companies that have been doing some amazing work. I've said it so many times. That beautiful Linda Carter that we saw earlier last year, absolutely stunning. Third scale. This is coming in at 1600. What do you guys think? I don't know. I don't know how you can.
Looks great.
I don't know. I'm not a big fan of this portrait either, to be frank. But what do you guys think?
I love the portrait on this one.
I think this looks great.
Yeah, I think they nailed it 100%.
I think that's the best portrait you've shown all show, the whole entire show.
Since you guys went portrait first, we'll go into.
Okay. If you could, I want to just talk about that. Yeah, there. Okay.
Oh, nailed it.
Yeah.
Nailed it.
Yeah, I'll take Queen portrait.
The hair could be better, but nailed it.
I think the hair is perfect. He looked
Looks like
that
Medusa.
stupid in the scene when he takes off his cowl. That's exactly how his hair looks.
See, maybe that's the thing. I haven't watched the film yet, so I shouldn't be putting my 2 cents in
There
yet.
could be a little more
Look at
black
you
in
see
the
the.
eyes, but other than that, it looks good.
That's the face Fern was making on the left there earlier.
Wow.
Just mean mugging you.
Yeah.
Can we see the other one again?
This one
No.
or
The
the
first
beginning,
one.
the first one.
Oh, never mind if it's too hard.
No, he wants to see the
He
queen.
wants to
Oh,
see
you
the
want to
Queen
see
one.
the Queen one? Yeah.
Eddie will pull it up 2 seconds here.
No, you don't have to.
He'll pull it up. You said it already. Now the
You
people at
asked
home
for
want
it.
to see it.
I wish I could like morph some.
Thank you, Eddie.
Between each other.
I mean, cause like I haven't seen the movie either, and I don't have the biggest like memory of Pattinson's face either.
There
But I
you go.
do kind of. I think this one's visually more
Appealing.
appealing for me.
Square ass jaw, kind of looked like handsome Squidward when he had that square ass jaw.
His
Yeah,
lips
handsome
are
dude,
way
no
out
doubt
though.
about it.
Like,
Yeah, he's well, how do you say
he's
it?
got that Christian Bale look to him. He's like, hey,
Rachel.
where are they?
Jesus.
I hate you all.
It's just me who's shitting all over.
At least he would say lines like, "I'm not wearing hockey pads." You know,
He
you
looks
didn't have
really
those
pale
weird
too.
lines.
Dude, every time
fight in a rubber suit.
fucks everything.
Really seals in the flavor.
There you go.
Thank you, Eddie.
Thanks, Eddie, for that. I don't know. I'm leaning towards the Queen one. I like the rooted hair as well. To be honest, I'm not too much of a fan typically of rooted hair, but I like the way it came out on that
Hold
portrait.
on, look at this.
That's why I used it in
that
the
looks pretty
thumbnail.
good.
I used it in the thumbnail because this picture is freaking perfect.
Yeah.
Now, one negative thing to say about this photo.
That looks like a still shot
Yeah, this is perfection.
from like the film if I ever saw it.
Yep.
Right here too. I'm telling you, there's a scene.
Okay,
where he
these
takes
look
off the
pretty
cowl.
good.
It looks just
See,
like that.
That is what, that just blows me away. Like, I don't even know if if I got this, I don't know if I could do the cow look with
Okay,
this head
Brenton.
sculpt looking so good.
It would have set it off though if he had the cowl in the hand.
Oh yeah. Even if
But
that
does
was
it-
like a switch out.
Does it have swap outs?
It does, yeah. If you keep going,
here,
Eddie.
we'll get in.
You get let's be warned here. There is a little bit of a spoiler here. I didn't watch it, like I said, so I don't know what it has to do with. But the center chest piece, the batarang there, is die cast, and it's removable, magnetized. You also get
Well, it's not too much of a spoiler.
Yeah, that's not.
no, but I'm referring to
Spoilers
the
coming up.
There's an adrenaline shot there.
Okay. Yeah.
I don't know anything about it. We're not going to talk about it either because this is a non-spoiler show. We're just talking about the photos they gave
Him and
us.
Catwoman were having sex, and
Woo! Holy mac.
That's a Viagra shot.
Wow.
Was she screaming?
Hey, with some banking on it.
You get the
Mr. Freeze and banking on it.
wow. You get the sticky bomb gun as well, which is nice. It's and this is the bonus. For the bonus edition, you get the grapple gun and the batarang in the hand.
it would have been cool if they gave him the taser too.
Oh yeah.
Spoilers.
Dude, the grapple
kind
gun
of
almost
is.
looks
Oh yeah.
kind of
No,
like
that may be in the
89.
trailer actually.
No.
It was in the trailer.
Okay.
Yeah.
They showed him without the cape. Is that just to show the detail, or does he like lose the cape in the movie?
Sometimes he doesn't have it on.
Yeah, at one point.
Like when he's in the
What
back
the
cave or something.
I can tell you exactly when he doesn't have it on. You want me to tell
Well,
you?
there is a moment.
No,
in
don't
the-
be talking
in-
about the movie. We're not talking
Is this
spoilers.
the-
Dean asked a question.
Okay.
All you have to say is yes, but
Do you remember one thing this you better hear? You want to talk all this old school bullshit about the rules? Well, here's a rule you might remember. I'm the fucking one who calls the shots.
What Dean said.
Hands off the clicker.
Hold on a
Is
second.
this-
You want gabagool?
Gabagool. Over here.
yeah, bro. Thank you for that. Is this a soft goods cape?
Yes. Yeah.
Yes,
Okay,
sir.
and the Queen Studios is also soft goods.
Yes, sir.
Okay, I love soft goods capes. I think they're fucking great.
We all love
I know.
soft
I know. I
goods.
can understand why some people don't like them, but I just prefer them.
I
For
like.
museum, it's okay, I think.
Yeah, exactly. That's fair.
I like this base better. Sorry,
Yeah.
This does have an RC car.
I said it. You get the representation from the car, but it doesn't look stupid. I think the Queen one. I appreciate Queen. I just think they missed it on the car. Why is he stepping on a car?
And this
That's
has
very
the car elements. It has the grill up front there, and
Exactly.
then it has the engine
Sauce, yeah.
right there on the back.
What's going on,
The-
Steve?
How much is this one?
Yeah, I don't hate it.
16.
The Queen Studios base is not good. I do prefer that pose. It's a little more stoic, but this is also pretty intimidating. I mean,
much is the
honestly, I
Queen
like them
again?
both. I think you couldn't go wrong either way.
Queen doesn't have a price yet, Danny, but Chasen
Oh.
is saying around 14. He thinks.
Yeah, and he's heavily invested in the Queen, so he knows.
We'll know next Thursday what Queen goes for. And we'll know if there's going to be swap outs too.
Listen, Cuervo's saying both of these bases are weak.
Yes, I agree, Cuervo.
I agree. You're right, they're weak, but I'm leaning more towards the Prime 1 base, and the reason I say that is just because it gives it more of a museum look, and you're getting the parts of the vehicle. You get the idea. You get that light, you get the light up function. Queen, it throws you off when you're looking, at least from the photos. Maybe we wait to see what else they're gonna put out. But at least from the photos they're showing now, the scaling of the vehicle to the statue, it just looks weird when you have everything
He's
together.
stepping on a Hot Toys 1/6.
Yeah.
Should be Godzilla.
This
Yeah.
How dare
one
you.
has elements of the Riddler on it though, which the other one doesn't have.
Jesus Christ, we said no spoilers. The Riddler's in the movie. I didn't even
There's just question
Wait.
marks
It's
on
in
it.
the
Yeah.
trailer.
I thought that was Scarface.
BTK killer.
I thought that was the garbage man.
Wow.
They arrest the garbage man in the cafe, and he puts a
Wow.
question mark on
Is-
a latte.
Look at how realistic
Is there
the
a
belt
third-
looks, man. Holy shit.
Is there a third company doing a third scale?
J&D.
J&D, man. So you know that's going to be 24 plus.
But Danny, if you're
So
not
J&D
into-
is J&D considered the top of the line for these higher end ones?
They are.
You've also got the Jim Lee inspired one
You can-
that's
you
going
can
through.
See, that's the one I
That
think I
was-
like the most.
What are you
from I've seen
talking
so
about?
far.
I think that release was horrible.
Yeah.
That release was
I'm a
horrible.
comic guy, so that's why I'm.
Well,
Yeah.
I think I'd want the unmasked if I were to get any. I'd like that option. I think.
That'd never leave the box for me.
Oh, I love it. Yeah, 1,600 guys. That's the price they're talking about it. Okay, so this was okay. This is another company doing this. Okay, we're gonna move to Infinity Studios, and this is I think this is a life size bust they're doing. We don't have any info yet, but it's the Italian Batman. Hey, Fancool with the hand. Like what?
Little gabagool.
No, that's what I got the clip for. I was gonna say, hey, we're Italian here. This is
Please.
this has potential, but I don't like the hand. Does he do that in the movie? He's like, what the?
What's he holding?
Like,
No,
Not once.
I don't think he did that in the movie.
He's also not even looking at his hands.
Oh, do you
He
look at your
might
hands?
have done this. Okay, he might have
When you
done
do hand
this when
motions?
he's. There might be a scene he did this in the movie, when he's threatening Penguin.
That one time he fisted the Riddler. No.
Whoa.
He's definitely holding something.
he's either Italian or Shakespeare,
Oh,
to
I
be
think-
or not to be. Like I don't fucking
Yeah,
know.
I can't tell if that's his thumb or not.
Well,
Does he have
that's
smoke
his
bombs or
Nobla.
something?
It's weird.
Yeah, I don't like this. I don't even think it looks like him.
Tell you what, it's overscaled because his fist ain't that big. So.
Eddie would know.
Oh, here we go.
What do you mean?
Saying.
Zinga.
I
No,
gotta-
I don't know. It's gonna be massive, that's for sure. Life size bust here, but let's see. Infinity Studios, they're coming out of the woodwork and giving some great pieces out there. More
Doesn't
competition,
he look a little flat face in the middle?
Yeah.
like the forehead, the forehead
like
to the
the whole
nose
I
area.
think the nose.
Yeah, it looks a little flat.
kind of ran to a wall.
Yeah,
So it's not the Italian version.
that's
Oh.
you're walking a line there. Let's stay off of it.
Oh, I need a Johnny Cash. I need a Johnny Cash clip. Walk the line.
Oh, walk away.
Eddie,
Take it
Reminds me of my
Wait,
pug.
Hashtag walk the line.
Wow. You can't do that, man. You can't do that. Dude, that's.
Oh, I love you guys, man.
All right,
Jesus Christ. Let's move on.
we're walking away.
Walk away.
This here is, again, same company, Infinity Studios. A nice little teaser here. Zach had a conniption with this one.
Oh
with
my
the,
God,
With the
man.
inaccuracies. I don't know what he's talking about, but
Dude, all I heard today.
He must have been talking about the sculpted one.
no, he's
No.
talking about this one. This is Lord of the Rings Gandalf the Grey half-scale statue. We don't have any specs yet. From when I did the show, at least. I don't know. These things are updating. You got to be hooked to the screen 24 hours a day. But
So,
the photos we put here, I think it's looking great. I think it's looking
do you
great.
want the price?
It looks like Joaquin Phoenix with a.
Did they
I
put the
don't
price up?
I didn't think it was that bad, Jason.
The silicone one, the one we're looking at now, $3,000. The PVC sculpted one is like 22.
Jesus,
You have to
Murphy.
throw that PVC in there, huh?
I didn't even get the
I sure
PVC
did.
photos because when I did this show, when I got everything ready, there was
PVC
no
one looks bad.
photos anywhere. The only photos I had
You
were
want
these
me to-
ones you see.
You want me to pull up the PVC one?
If it's
No.
if it's easy for you, sure.
Yeah, it was
Alright,
on
I'll do it.
Spec Fiction there.
Yeah, 2,200 for
Gotcha,
the PVC.
buddy.
$3,000 for the.
But I think Zach's
silicone.
complaints were with the attire, though, not just like
Oh,
what
The
the face
hand?
looked like.
The hand coverings and the stone in the staff, the crystal in the staff, he thought was too big.
So, if the Gandalf's $3,000 for the silicone, is Frodo going to be 1,500?
Wow.
Wow.
Maybe 18.
I'm just looking to like complete the line.
Well, he should only be 700 if you're going by scale.
Okay. Just for planning purposes.
I
for
mean,
the
he's only
viewers.
going to be what, a foot tall.
You guys
Lane saying, "Oh no, no,
Yeah, that looks.
no."
I mean, that looks like a cool Gandalf, but not Ian McKellen.
Not at
No.
2,200.
No.
For the
No,
scope,
no.
for this one? Yeah, this one is bad.
Yeah.
Like you might as
It's
well
funny.
just
I
use
can see
upgrade.
them both on my screen right now, like side by
Silicone is
side,
nice.
and yeah, I don't even like rooted hair, and I think I would go rooted on this.
Yeah.
one.
Yeah, this one's rough.
Do you guys think the Legolas one was better done? Like
Yes.
the Polystone version?
100%.
But I
Yeah,
like
me
the skull. I like the rooted hair on that Legolas as well.
Yep.
I like the rooted hair. I'm with Eddie. I'm usually not a rooted hair kind of guy. But I liked it.
I don't know. I think the rooted hair version of this was pretty decent. I'd say like 90% there.
I'll go back to.
Oh,
It's
yeah,
better
this-
than this. That's
the
for sure.
Rooted
silicone
hair
with the
looks
rooted hair,
a lot
yeah,
better.
it's amazing. But this
I mean, some
sculpted one
angles it
is-
looked a little weird, maybe the head or the hairline, but
Look at that.
overall
That looks pretty good
That
right
looks
there.
like
Yeah.
Ian McKean.
That is, it does, man. And that's where you're paying the price hike for the premium materials to make it look more accurate.
What do you
Dean,
think
do
of
you
the?
know anything about the inaccuracies of the clothes? Like Zach said, there were some inaccuracies.
Yeah, the hand wraps aren't supposed to be dark
Brown, he
green.
said?
Yeah, they're like a beige, like a tan. I don't know about the stone size. But yeah,
Oh,
I mean,
the
I
stone.
think that look like go back to that one to the left. One more.
This one?
The stone's gonna
Oh.
be so
One
high,
more.
high
That
in the
one.
air you
That
can't
looks
see
like
anyways.
Walking Phoenix, bro. That doesn't look like Ian McKellen. That looks
That
like
looks like
Walking Phoenix with a
in
beard.
Joker.
I don't see
Yeah.
Joaquin Phoenix though.
I mean, if I try, I can see it.
Yeah.
You know,
Like with this
you
hoodie
gotta go
pulled
with
up.
Dean. You gotta go back to the doctor because whoever checked your eyes today, they didn't do a very good job, buddy. But no, that wasn't good. I thought that was amazing. Wow. But I don't know. I think for $3,000, this is an iconic moment that they're sculpting here. But I just feel like it takes away from what you're paying for, the portrait, right? I just think it. You know what I mean? Like it's hiding the portrait a little bit. No.
Yeah, that whole
Oh, the pose.
someone
Yeah.
else did
Yeah.
the statue, and it's kind of the same thing. Because I think the Balrog is actually the main focal point. What statue am I thinking of? Prime one.
Yeah.
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 But
And
that's
so the
he's
Gandalf's
like
very
110.
little.
Yeah.
Right. The Gandalf's very little, and he's doing that pose. So you're right. It totally kind of takes away. It's just not a good pose.
Well,
like I know
no.
it's iconic,
Yeah.
but it's just
Yeah.
not a good pose in statue form, no matter
Exactly.
what size.
If you asked anybody to quote one Gandalf line, this is going to be it. And it just so
Right.
happens that that's what he was doing during the line.
Yeah.
I don't know. I might argue the line thing because I think the wizard is never late. Would probably
Oh,
be the
that-
line.
that's fair. But if it was like Family Feud, I think 99 people would say you shall not pass.
Well, not lately.
Would some of
Family
you guys
Feud's been a
prefer-
joke lately.
Wow.
Oh, okay.
What do you guys think about the Balrog on the base? Kind of the same thing here,
That's kinda
where you have the
goofy.
underscaled piece.
Well, it's
You know?
goofy because he's this pose is against Balrog. To have him on the base already, like
No, I
sort
know,
of.
but it just looks kind of.
And
No,
then
no,
like
but I'm
a
saying
half-
that's why I don't like it because it's like
Oh,
he's
okay.
defeated already. Why are you looking up if he's already down there?
And then if you
Yeah, I
have
don't-
if you have this straight on the way it's meant to be displayed, you have the title of the base on the left and then the Balrog on the right. Nothing is centered here.
Yeah.
Gandalf centered.
Yeah, but it wouldn't bug you that the way that base is displayed
Yeah,
like
that's
that?
really weird. Because if you want Lord of the Rings
Yeah, a little
centered,
bit.
then he'd be cockeyed, and you'd just see sleeve on the statue. You wouldn't
Yeah.
even see his face. Eddie, that's a good point. I didn't even think of that because that's even worse now.
So
Yeah,
in
that
that
kinda
case,
bugs
buy the
me a lot.
PVC one, and then you won't see the bad face.
There you go.
You know what he
Well,
looks
there's
like
a
in the
will, there's a
PVC
way.
one? He looks like is it Santa Claus 2 where he makes the toy version of himself?
Holy American.
And And he has the fake beard, and
No, the sculpted one
he
is
looks
not.
like the toy.
Looks like Zeus.
Yeah. Oh well.
It's like that for anything at this scale, man. When you want to do sculpted hair, it's never gonna look good, man.
I'll give you that. And half scale is it's probably not the way to go.
Well, we're gonna go from half scale to pocket size. Right, Eddie?
Yep, just in
Pocket size, guys. Oh no, sorry. Before we go to pocket size, XM. I just wanted to do a quick mention here. They their red hood, they put the edition size of $8.99 on it.
It's
So
got to be a
quick-
popular PO one because the last samurai line piece
Yeah.
was 338. Was the scarecrow?
Well, I think this is one of the coolest looking ones, to be honest.
People were loving it.
Yeah,
It's because they
I
never
think
get a
the
red
character lends well to the samurai form.
yeah. And not only that, I think that there's rumors too that there's going to be a Red Hood series and everything. I think that plays into it. I don't know. I think that's more on maybe the comic side of things, but you know, collectors how they collect. But,
Do you think YouTube is influencing this line?
I
Well,
think so.
These had, well, yeah. I mean, the popularity, or
Yeah.
yes,
Yeah.
100%.
Kind of like more people are hunting these down now.
Yep.
Yeah, because one channel started pushing them really hard.
Yeah, exactly. Well, that's what I was thinking.
What channel?
They look really good though.
They do. But $8.99. What are you going to
To
do?
be
That's
fair, the resale on these was always high before he started getting into them.
boy.
Say
Keep on
the
selling.
name. We don't
Get-
we don't allude to shit on this channel.
Can we get a
Move
cut?
Oh,
Can we get a cut of the
PSC,
commission?
happy?
All right, here's the pocket size, guys. Iron Studios dropped this thing. Batman. They're getting into the Batman stuff as well. The Batman 1/10 here, 170 buckaroos. Estimated to ship Q4 2022. I don't know. I can't be. I understand the smaller scale and collectors. This works for some collectors. Real estate in their collection, price point. I find it difficult to see these massive releases, Prime, Queen, even the 6 scale announcements, and then look at this. It's
Completely
difficult.
different audience though. You're a
Yeah.
totally different collector.
It's difficult for me. No, but I think Iron Studios would tackle. I find Iron Studios to be the breaking ground between someone who's in, let's say, a 6 scale, strictly figure collection, wanting to maybe dip their toes into the statue world, and this is a great entry point.
I think the collector that's coming up that's leaving action figures either goes Iron Studios or Hot Toys. Like I went Iron Studios
Exactly.
to cut my teeth.
But in this rendition of this statue, I would definitely go Hot Toys over this statue. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's also what
You're not
two
gonna have
times
to.
as expensive.
Well, the price
Yeah.
point, but you kind of pay for what you get. I think in that instance as well,
You're
right?
not
You're
wrong.
getting.
But
Yeah.
you don't have
I
to
would
wait
mu- I
3
would
years
much
for this
rather have
either.
Yeah, you don't have to, the wait as well. That's a great point. But I think at the end of the day, where I'm putting my money, I wouldn't mind waiting. Like the wait sucks when you're comparing two phenomenal products to each other between two companies. So you have a company producing two great, amazing products that are comparable. Then of course I'm going to go with the company that's going to get it out the quickest. But in a situation where I think there's just lacking, and one company is excelling with that certain release, like in this case, I think really Hot Toys did a great job. I'm willing to wait for that product.
Yeah, the value's there on the Hot Toy versus
Yeah.
this.
Not to take away from this. This is like if you're a 1/10 collector, like there's lots of people who are just sticking to the 1/10 scale. Again, real estate price, whatever the means is. I don't want to knock this down. I'm just saying, for me personally, it's tough to see all these companies like Queen, Prime One, Hot Toys, just putting out these amazing products, and then seeing this. For me, it's tough.
It's tough
But-
for you. It's tough for the collector that's stuck only doing 1/10 too.
Yeah. Well,
They can't go up the scale.
Well, I think you can. Well, not necessarily with space, but with collecting, you can always find a way. It depends on what you want to do. If you're buying 10, 15 Iron Studio statues in 1 year, cut it down to one quality, massive piece.
Agreed.
You can make it work. But again, it's going to depend. We've got huge community, different types of collectors, collecting millions of different kinds of ways. So, if this is your jive, enjoy it. But for me personally, I can't get behind this one.
They did good on it though for 1/10.
I think the portrait was lacking.
The base is
Grappling gun's
different.
missing.
The base is different. That's for sure.
All
Does
of the
this
ones
Do you guys like this base better than the other ones?
does this relate to the movie at all?
No, this matches their other Batman bases though for the movies, like the Bale Batman bases.
Okay.
This will go kind of with those.
Okay,
Well, maybe they did it for that reason then.
so
It
that they all go together.
It's a little too bright for the movie. Nothing in the movie
Yeah.
is this bright.
I think it's supposed to be like the subway at the beginning.
Oh,
Is it?
spoiler.
I can't really tell.
Well, it's in the trailer.
He takes the subway?
How do you think he gets around, dude?
I
Yeah.
thought he had a Batmobile.
I thought he had a bike, a
No,
mobile.
his car fucking battery
I
died.
thought he had an RC car.
Mark brings
driver
up
for
a
his Rolls Royce.
good point. He's like, are 1/10 scale keepers though? I see a
No.
lot of people getting them as temporary fixes sometimes. Then they sell them down the road.
And you lose.
Yeah, that's the thing.
I can promise you that.
I think the 1/10 line is good for like an X-Men where there's like 30 freaking characters and then you have a dio of the
Fair
like you
point.
can have a centerpiece of the Sentinel. Like those is where I think the 1/10 is strong.
Walton says, whenever anyone says it's good for 1/10, it just makes me think of a participation trophy. And
A little bit.
I agree with you completely. I just don't want to be the kind of guy that goes in, like, you have someone listening to our show and that strictly collects 1/10. I don't want to be shitting on their parade and being like, well, 1/10 sucks. You're not a collector because you collect 1/10. That's not.
What about the people that buy from Jazzy?
Well, you guys suck. No, I'm kidding.
Jesus.
No, Jazzing, the great guys. We're not going to talk about that right now. But with that drama that was going on. But back to what we were saying, the 1/10. I don't want to shit on people who are collecting 1/10. You know, it's you collect what you love. I'm just saying with the releases that are coming out, it's tough to kind of say, you know, I would pick this up. But for me personally, I'm not a 1/10 collector like a lot of the guys on the panel. There's people out there that I'm sure collect strictly 1/10. You guys do you. You do
It's
you.
crazy. I thought this was 1-to-1.
Shows what you know.
This
What
is
a dumbass.
wow. This is all Eddie. This one. He had mentioned that he wanted to talk about this. This is by Silver Fox Collectibles. This is the Batman Arkham Knight Batman versus the Joker. The scale is 1/8. It's a diorama coming in at $749 with an estimation to arrive June 2022. Eddie.
I think this is I think this base is badass, and I love Arkham Knight was the game that I played. So and Joker was a
Dinner's
badass
ready.
in the game, and I don't know who that was. And I thought this was a great diorama piece for someone that maybe I don't like necessarily need a 1/3 version of this Batman. So, and then I could have Joker and Batman in one piece, this diorama piece. So that's why I wanted to talk about. I don't know anything about this this company or anything like what they've done in the past, but it's a decent size with that huge base and everything. So I think it would fit in a quarter scale line, or it'd probably be you'd have to fudge it into 1/3.
How big is it?
1/8.
Yeah.
It looks kind of weird. Like it looks like saturated.
Well,
Well,
I
that's
don't,
probably the
huge.
pictures.
I
What
don't
was
think
that,
the
Joe?
Joker's supposed to be
Go ahead.
there, really.
Batman on the left there, he looks like he's got Barry Sanders' thighs.
Kind of looks like
shit.
he kind of looks off.
But
huh?
his proportions are kind of weird on this game, isn't it? Like the design of the character.
Yeah, but
He's huge.
I wonder if the Joker's supposed to be like a ghost version, if I remember, for Arkham Knight.
Yeah, he talks.
he died.
He's not there. Yeah, he's
Okay.
not there.
Spoilers, guys.
So, is that why the color is maybe like a more white instead of like a deeper purple?
That wouldn't explain why.
But how can he grab
the
it?
Batman? is
yeah, I don't think
saturated
it's
in
the
left.
ghost.
I think it's just the different pictures. Because look on the right, it's not saturated on the right.
I don't know. They look a bit wonky. Like I agree with Walton. The Batman I can get past, but the Joker, the portrait looks a little wonky.
But that
Well,
and the
it's
Joker
1/8.
head down below in the base.
I have.
Like Joker just looks stiff. Like
Jeez.
I
That's
like
after the show.
I like the Joker inside the base, but I have almost nothing
Oh, yeah.
positive to say about this.
Pudgy's saying those are very Mr. Olympia thighs.
That's what. Yeah, I couldn't get past those thighs. Like,
Now that you point them out, it's hard to miss.
Mark Platts.
He almost
Eddie,
looks
you're
like
getting this?
fucking Pennywise.
No,
on the
I
base.
just wanted to talk about it. I thought it was a cool because we don't talk about. We've been talking about the Batman games a lot lately because of the movie and
Yeah.
different things. So I thought it'd be a cool piece to talk about. And it is new. It went up on BBTS not too long ago. So
I think I like the Batman, the Joker. I can't. And then the way they have the TNT with that string coming out of it, or that rope coming out. What the?
Well, I thought that was Batman's batarang.
Batarang around his wrist. Is that what it is?
Yeah,
I can't see.
yeah.
Oh, okay, that's what it is. You're right. That's like I don't know.
it's cool. It's cool to see.
I like the
something
base.
different.
It's different. You're right, Eddie. It's different.
yeah.
Yeah, I like the base more than anything.
It's not Pattinson, so that's good.
My man.
I hate to hear.
Jesus, Dean.
All right, guys. Then finally for the statue talk, we got NYC dropping some more teasers for us.
I thought this was HasLab. No.
Just Boba Fett.
Jeez, this is the. I said. What did I say last time? I said the. This
Barge.
is the barge. It's not the barge. It's the skiff, right?
Yeah.
This is a skiff. Skiff, and people there are guessing those two bases there are for bases for sand troopers. I don't know. We'll see. They've been knocking out of the park with their statue stuff. So we'll see what they end up being. People always get excited. All right, guys, we're at that point now. We're at that point. We're gonna talk expensive paper.
Did you see? I don't know. You might have a picture of it. The graded copy of the #1 cut out of that.
The graded cop.
Yeah.
Just the
the
blue
blue
#1.
Yeah, they it's literally that little swatch, and it's graded, and it's up for auction.
Yeah,
What's
it was the #1. Hold on.
No, it's not graded. It's just encapsulated.
It's encapsulated. Yeah.
Yeah, sorry, it didn't get a number grade because it's not like how would you grade it?
But regardless, it's up. Are you kidding me? There's people who buy the shavings, the little filings of the paper from the
Yeah.
book. They put them in
That's a
little.
little too
What the
crazy.
fuck?
Yeah, man. I'm telling you,
Ashes.
staples. I'm telling you, buddy, we're in the wrong market. Like, go to the dollar
You should buy a
store,
blueprint at that
staple.
point.
rust up some staples. Eddie, we're gonna pull this off for right now because we're gonna talk. We're gonna show these people's. I'll kick it off. I'll go quick. Our hauls, our comic hauls this week. It's been an expensive last 2 weeks. Anyways, I'm gonna go quick. I start off with Danny, the sweetest angel. I always say it. He was picking up this book, graded, and they were having a sale, and it was a time sale and tough to get. This is Bounty Hunters #4, but it's the John Christopher Tyler variant, the artist. So he hooked me up with this
Nice.
and shipped it beautifully. Included a Mylar and a wonderful backing here and everything.
You
I
didn't
love that.
finish drawing it.
Wow,
It's a negative space
you hate to hear
cover.
that. This panel here is a negative space.
That's not true.
That's true.
That was a good one.
Oh my god, sometimes
Clip
I
it.
kill myself.
Clip it.
Let me write it down. 103 here. Okay, clip it. You know, I was disappointed. Okay, we'll talk about it after. Because I had a nice clip I added. I didn't get to use it because everybody was on time today. Anyways, we got here Star Wars 21. This is a variant cover. First, this is the first IG-11, Blurg, and Quill on the cover appearance. A great mythosaur. Jeez. This is the What If. This is the, as opposed to Miles. So Miles, what if, as opposed to him being bit by a spider, if he was recruited by the government for the super soldier program.
He gets bit by Captain America.
I got that one, and I got the variant cover as well.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. Nice little series. I think it's a 6-issue series, 5 or 6, something like that. Whatever. Batman Killing Time. It's a new little mini-series they have as well. That kickstarted. And this is the Batman Killing Time, the variant cover, but it's for the Pattinson Joker.
That's a nice cover.
Yeah, with him on the bike.
Yeah, I like
So I
that.
like that. Thought it was cool. This is Darth Vader 20, second print.
Oh,
This
I
is
like
the
that one.
Beskar version. You know, everybody on the CW crew went for the original. the first print. This is the best card print with the silver lining.
Might have to get that one too.
And then I got 4 of these different variants. Strange, new series that came out. Doctor Strange, first appearance of the Harvestman. Some cool books. This is what gets tricky, is all the variant covers that you can pick up.
Who did the one on the right with the purple chick?
That's J. Scott Campbell.
Yeah, I was gonna say I like.
The one on the left is Art Germ, yeah.
Yep.
And then I got the Scotty variant.
Scotty,
as well.
don't.
No, Scotty, no. Okay. And then this one was the Carnage Forever variant.
Cool.
Nice. This shit's addicting.
This is
Star Wars High Republic, issue 15, the end of the... Follow Danny's advice. This is the end of the series. And this is Avengers Forever, number 3. First appearance of Moon Knight, the female character, Mariama Spectre. So that goes.
nice.
And yeah, finally, last but not least, we got Spider-Woman 20. This was cool because this was in the Spider-Woman series. There's the Iraq 9, which is like the equivalent to the Sinister Six. So that's their first appearance as well.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, it was cool.
Very
So
original.
that's me. I know Brenton had some things as well, so we're gonna give him the floor. Give me a second. Go ahead, brother.
All right, so I got the Batman 121 movie variant.
Oh, I like that one
That's
too.
a nice cover. Yeah, I think that's the one to get.
And
Really?
then I,
Over yours?
Yeah, I like that one better.
Punisher number 1, where he's going to get the new logo on the chest.
Yes, sir.
Throw it away.
Just reading Strange Academy. It's actually a really good book, but they're hard to find the back issues now because I guess it's possibly a Disney Plus show coming. Just Devil's Reign, which is kind of a continuation of the Daredevil
cool
series. And then just some older Doctor Strange. So this is kind of when his first volume ended and it transitioned to Marvel Premiere, and this was the start of that. And then the last one here to show is Marvel Feature number 1, which is the first appearance of the Defenders.
Big
So I
book.
wanted
That's
to
sick.
Yep.
grab this before the spec got really high as soon as this team gets announced coming to the MCU. So, because
Are
they
there-
already have Doctor Strange and Hulk. If Namor
Yeah.
shows up in Black Panther, I think that
Namor's
team's coming.
pretty set to show up.
Yeah,
That's what they're
there's,
saying.
there's a lot of talk of like they're filming underwater scenes and stuff. So there's a lot of hitting Namor's coming.
And Silver Surfer's around the corner with Fantastic Four.
Jeez. Apparently, Doom's even coming on Black Panther. Oh, yes. I get to use the one I wanted to use. Shawnee boy. I love you, brother.
What up? What up? What up?
This one's for you.
Whoa! Look who decided to show. Choir, let me hear it.
I just waited for all the statue talk to be done so I can come in and contribute.
Well, thank you so much, Brenton, for showing that. I got some nice keys there.
Kick him out.
I think so. We're going to kick it off next with Dean because he got some crazy slabs recently. Holy man, he's packing more plastic than... he's coming for you, Danny.
So some of these I've already talked about, but 3 of them are new. These are my Punchline comics. This is Joker number 8. I don't think it's very important. I just thought the cover was cool.
It is badass.
Punchline
Reminds
sitting
me.
on a throne. It's got like makeup and stuff, and knives, and I don't know. I just thought it was a cool cover. It was only like $50. So.
Reminds me of Rick and Morty.
A little bit.
A
Yeah.
little bit.
And then I got the 2 key issues I needed. This is Batman number 89, first appearance of, first cameo of Punchline. First print, 9.8. Paid way too much for it.
I bet that was cheap.
I needed it. but not as bad as I needed this one. This is You're the Villain, Hell Arisen 3, first full appearance punchline, and I paid way too much for this one.
Yeah, that's the one that's the expensive one.
Yeah, but again, 9.8. So all my, I'm totally done on punchline. I have all my 9.8s right here.
Beautiful.
Nice.
I think I covered. Did I cover the holographic one on this one? I think I
I think
did.
you showed it on CW.
Okay. Yeah, I got the holographic.
Yeah.
That's the one, baby.
Punchline
Foil. Yeah.
first cover appearance, San Diego Comic-Con exclusive. This one, I paid more than I wanted to, but I think I got a pretty good deal on it. I love the back. It's just pure.
I bet.
Yeah. But yeah, dude. So I'm totally caught up on Punchline now. I
So
just
what's
gotta wait
next?
for my statue.
So what's next?
I don't know, actually.
We got to
You
get
know,
him
like,
hooked
once
on
you
something
reach the
else.
end of your journey, you're like, huh.
No, it's not the end. Maybe
Like
Star
when
Wars.
Frodo got back to the Shire, he was like, well, now what? Yeah, that's where I'm at right now.
Mark's saying Dean's converted to a Batman fan. You love to see it. It's true.
Yeah, it's true. I bought a Batman figure today, actually.
Holy mac.
He'll go back to hating him. He hasn't seen the movie yet.
He'll go back to
No.
he'll go back to Princess Momofuku any day now.
Okay. All right.
We got next on the docket. Danny, did you have anything this week?
Yeah, I got a couple things.
You want to go quick?
So like first, shout out to Triple C, Triple underscore C. They had a they had an auction, so they gave a free giveaway.
Oh,
So
wow.
I won it, and it was a Jenny Friesen, Catwoman number 29 cover.
You just all you have to do is turn the heat on, buddy, if you're freezing.
Thank you
Dude.
for that.
I love that you post a lot of her books because I love her art, dude. I fucking
Yeah,
love
she's
her.
one of my top faves.
There was a time when I found myself funny, but today you have proven me wrong. Thank you.
So I got a 9.8 Attack of the Clones number 1.
Jesus Christ, Jason, calm down, man.
Attack of the Clones
They
number
have
1.
tons of first appearances like Kit Fisto, some of my favorite Jedis, and
Oh wow.
Barriss Offee.
Yeah, we saw that Batman.
How much
Fisto
does the
earlier.
9.8 of that one go for, Danny? Like average?
I don't know. I ended up getting it cheap. Like it was, I think 100. So it's not
Do you have an
too-
Heir to the Empire number 1 9.8?
Not 9.8.
Congrats on the
9.4.
giveaway.
That's Danny's variant.
To get-
Danny 9.4.
To get it slabbed already at a 9.8, that's it's $50 right there.
Just on Whatnot too, and testing.
How you weren't a whatnot guy? See, Danny lies all the fucking time.
Danny, watch the spines. Jeez.
Those are the ones
Just,
you beat
just,
me out for.
I mean, I'm still just testing around to see if their grades are legit. So I bought like
What do you
these
think?
these 4 from what's it called, post war comics, and
Okay.
all his grades are up there. They're legit.
Do you find them accurate to what he states?
Pretty close.
Okay.
Actually, no, that's not. That's these were this is post wars, but these 3 were Bird City. So I
Okay.
bought his Obi-Wan with his first solo comic, and I like this Vader with the red lens, so I thought that was pretty cool.
Nice, yeah.
And then,
What's the grade on the Obi one? Their first cover.
These are all near mint,
Okay, good.
so
Well,
which they are.
So you
number
think Bird City
24,
did a
number
good job?
23. Yeah, they describe. I think they grade pretty accurately. Then I picked up I just thought this cover was cool. Eric Larson, Punisher, and Spider-Man. And then post wars, I bought another old Cockrum X-Men number 145 of Doctor Doom beating up all the X-Men. And I finally found this one. It's a Marvel No Prize, so it's Stan Lee as
Oh,
as
okay.
Doctor Doom.
That's Dr. Doom,
Oh,
yeah.
that's fun.
So I thought it was just a fun cover. And then I bought a Darth Vader number 25 because it's the first Ahsoka
Oh, I like that.
in the Marvel, like the
Okay.
Marvel run. Star Wars, because I think she's only shown up on the Dark Horse.
That's Darth Vader number 25.
Yeah. So then I also bought these things called Comic Clear. They had a deal where you bought 100 for $100. I think it's usually 130 or 140. So I just wanted to give it a try. So I bought the Silver Age versions. So pretty much it's just it's a clear board, and you just
Oh, so you can see it for wraparound covers.
yeah, it comes with film, so
Okay.
you don't scratch it, and you just like put a tape. And then-
Beautiful. Look at that. Okay.
So
That was 100 for 100.
yeah, just to give an idea, like
Not bad.
it's pretty good for like wraparound covers,
Oh yeah, nice.
so you can still display it, or if you have like the older Silver Age books, so then you can see the condition better.
Yeah.
But I don't know. They're pretty flimsy though, because I want to do comparison. Like, do you see how flimsy this is? That means the spines can get
Spine ticks in there.
bent. Yeah.
Yeah.
Compared to like a hardback, you see how rigid that is?
Yeah.
That's not bending as hard. So that's the only
The
downfall.
downfall.
I think.
I guess it's going to be depending as well on how you handle the comic and store them as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it's cool to have this, you know, to see the back, but
Yeah.
I don't know. I gotta say, I prefer the rigid protection of the E. Gerber hardbacks. If you're gonna protect your older books.
That hardback, that's the one you sent me, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that thing will stop a bullet.
You owe
So I
him
think those are better
$2.99
for
via
protection.
PayPal.
Jeez. That is a heart of gold. Thank you so much, Danny. We got next Fern. Or his cousin. I'm still trying to figure out. It looks like a baby. Holy man. You're up, brother. You're on mute. Fucking buddy, you're on mute, man. Stop smiling. You're on mute.
There, can you hear me?
There we go. That angelic voice.
Is that I got yelled at by Zach not to mute from here, but from the computer. I'm still getting used to it.
Zach's not here. It's fine.
It
So
can't
yeah,
hurt
I
you,
went
guy.
to a comic convention on this past Sunday, so I got a good amount of stuff, some older, some new. But yeah, I got this Detective Comics. It's a variant cover, then the new Killing Time number
Yeah.
1.
Good story.
Then that Pattinson cover.
Sweet.
I got that one. Detective Comics variant cover. Then I got a whole bunch of the What If Miles Morales.
The variant covers. Yeah.
Yeah, the variant covers. And then just some Spider-Man ones. And then Han Solo and Chewbacca number 1.
That's a beautiful book. Sold out
And
crazy quick. Those
and then
books.
the Darth Vader 20, the second print.
Yep. Beautiful.
And Gwen verse number 1. And the Punisher number 1.
I think first appearance of Thor Gwen
Yeah.
on that
Yeah.
one.
And then I got a variant cover of the Punisher one.
The timeless cover. Yep. Beautiful.
That's cool.
Yeah. I
And
picked
then
up the one.
Actually got this one and one that
Which one? Oh,
the
the
Venom number
homage.
4 variant
Yeah.
cover. And Batman and Robin number 1.
Nice.
How's the spine on that one?
On which one? The Venom number 4?
Yeah. Just because of the black cover.
It's decent. It has like one little spine tick right.
You've
right
been
there,
on
but-
Whatnot for quite some time as well. You're satisfied with how your experience has been going?
Yeah. Yeah, it's kind of like 50-50. The only thing I'm kind of disappointed is I did buy a Spider-Man book that I thought was in good condition, but it came in horrible condition. But
So you
other
should
than that,
put a
it's been-
claim.
Yeah, but I should, yeah.
That's for a different show.
Then I got this Detective Comics book from 1968. And then I got all the...
Is that your oldest book in your collection?
Yeah, it is actually. And then I got all the X-Men #1 books, all the variants.
Oh, nice.
Oh wow.
And then Hulk #3, first appearance of Black Hulk.
Oh, that's a good book. I was trying to find that book. I can't find them locally here.
And then I got 3 really big ones. Darth Vader #1, first appearance of Santos.
Santos.
And then New Teen Titans 44, first appearance of Nightwing.
Oh,
Oh,
wowzers.
don't like that outfit
Yeah.
at all.
Yeah, that costume was awful.
Secret Wars #8, first appearance of the
Wasn't
Black
very good
Suit.
either.
That's a good
That's
book.
a nice one.
That's a nice one. Right?
Dude, Secret Wars is coming too.
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
Shh, it's a secret.
And yeah, that's it. That's all I got.
Beautiful. Wow, that was a solid joke, that one. Damn.
I didn't hear what.
I said, shh, it's a secret. Never mind.
Nobody laughed second time either.
I'm about to get Joe out of here faster than a flash. Hey, Shawnee boy.
Oh, Shawnee boy.
Sorry, I was getting my stuff. Yeah. Okay, what did I get? What did I get this week?
that's why
I'm only going to show
Yeah,
the
with
stuff
the
that...
Maverick tee too.
What?
The Maverick T-shirt.
Oh, yeah. Maverick t-shirt. So I'm just going to show the stuff that other people didn't show because I got all that other stuff too. Like the new This Week books. But Adventures Forever, I don't know if anybody showed this one. This is the first appearance of a female Moon Knight. And it's going up in value too. It was on the top 10 list for cover price this week.
I love how Sean just covered the entire comic show.
See here, this is a second print of Star Wars #20. I just thought it was a super cool cover. So I got this one as well.
This one and the first print are going up.
Yeah.
Because there's a first appearance here that they're saying that's a good spec.
Oh.
On these
Didn't even
two.
know that. I just thought it was a cool ass cover. See here, I know other people got strange, but this is the 1 in 25.
Nice, yeah.
I thought it was a cool cover again. So.
First cover appearance of Harvestman.
Yep. I think Fern got this one too, but I like this one out of all the
Dude,
variants the best. So I got
I think that
one.
was my favorite one too. I was looking at them. I didn't get any of that stuff, but I was looking at them. That one was cool.
And then the 1 in 25 of this as well.
Yeah, I did get that one too. The mile.
Let's see here. Also new this week. This I got from Whatnot this past week. From Hard to Come By Comics. This is Miles Morales 35 Mayhew variant. He's done a few hip hop ones like this. He has another one where it's got LL Cool J homage cover. But I got this one.
Dope.
That's a cool cover.
Week, so,
yeah.
I wanted the Virgin one too.
Yeah, I want the Virgin one too.
Jeez.
Might pick that
I
one
don't
up.
want virgins.
We're live.
What are my virgins?
Then I got some older stuff. I have the Spider-Man that I talked about before, the Spider-Man run, which is 1 through 16 from the 90s. And so I wanted to expand on that a little bit. So I bought 17 through 24 because I wanted to get a cool couple covers. So I'll just show my two favorite from that. This is number 17. This is just it's an Eric Larson cover with
Really nice cover.
Thanos. It's cool. And then Spider-Man 21, where it's Cyborg Spider-Man on the front.
Oh, there you go with the hot toy.
Yeah. So, and then last but not least, because I'll get out of your hair, this one I posted earlier today. This is a quote-unquote controversial cover. Does anyone know why this is controversial? Except for Danny, you can't answer.
I don't know it.
You don't know why this is controversial?
Is it his hand by your fingers?
No.
Is it
because your fingers on the spot?
Oh no, I think it's
No. When he's in there, it's the quote unquote first appearance of X-23, and it's a test tube. A test tube says X-23 on that one, and it was controversial for the time.
Logan's jizz is on the cover.
Sure. Yes. Logan's jizz.
He loves that Eddie to bring you down. Just bring it down. To give you the cold hard truth over here.
You know it.
I got two books. I don't know if I talked about them on the last show or not, but they're not like anything special. I just have the free. They're free. the free ones.
You got one?
Can I have it?
I got.
Dude, those
I
are
want
Dibs.
one.
I want one. I call dibs.
I'll buy you
They're
off
worse
one
than
of
that
you.
now.
Said it at the same time. Look at you.
Nah, dude, I said first.
We're
I
turning
think
this into a
closer.
bidding war. $500.
Eddie, charge them premium. They're worth something. They've been on
I'll
the
trade
top
you
10.
for those posters, Eddie.
Wow.
Yeah, just be careful, dude. You don't want
I'll
to
trade you for a next appearance on the next show.
Should probably tell you guys that I took this in the bathroom to read while I took a shit. But
Oh shit!
Charge them triple.
Now it's
tell it's all
You get
rainbow from the humidity.
You get a flipping comic with a little guacamole on.
Wow,
Yeah.
gabagool.
that was my only.
That's what are you talking about? Those are
Pickup.
pretty good. Can you please put those in a bag and board now, please? Thank you.
I do actually have some. I need to do that.
What's in the bubble?
Oh,
What are those figures right there? Come on.
This is two of the that I didn't know I had on pre-order. The Arc
Oh,
Troopers
nice.
from
Oh, nice.
Walmart.
Send me one.
Wow, look at everybody sending this shit out of
Can I
it.
have one?
They're
Maybe.
selling those comics here locally for like $30.
Wow.
Yeah. I'm like, now I have Eddie. You can send me one. All right. Anybody else got anything new this week? New comics this week?
Wait,
We get
Eddie.
it, Drew?
That Batman book from the movie theater, that's the number one. That's the top.
Yes.
The number one book
We're
in the
getting
top
there
10.
next. Thank you, Danny. Put that shit away,
Sean
Danny.
and him, huh? Taking the news right out of you.
I
Let's
guess we
get-
don't need the other 9.
Jeez, let's get right into it, guys, because these guys are eager. All right, going to go through the top 10, this week's top 10 cover price comics, okay? To kickstart it with what Danny said. That's what it is. It's the Batman, the Long Halloween Special Edition. We're going to start bottom right to top left. This is the reprint. This was the movie, the IMAX edition for Batman, the movie that just came out. This is a reprint of the Long Halloween #1. And yeah, it's in the #1 spot right now.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
Oh, it says it right there on the cover. I'm an idiot.
Oh, boy.
He doesn't raid in the bathroom, does he?
Eddie, you got the high ground now.
I was joking.
When charging.
Well, let's just send one over here. Number 2 is what Sean was mentioning, Avengers Forever. It's the first full appearance of Moon Knight, as we mentioned, Mariama Spectre, and the first full appearance of the Infinity Thing. And you get a whole bunch of Red Skulls in there as well, but that's number 2 on the docket. Number 3 is Bodies #1. It's a story about 4 detectives investigating the same murder from 4 different time periods. This was spec'd in February that the adaptation was coming. Netflix was going to do the adaptation, so this is getting some love as well. On the docket, number 4 is Daredevil. This is The Woman Without Fear, number 3. This is going to be the debut of Punisher. It's a Warlord hand emblem, so that new emblem that everyone
Yeah,
can't
sometimes
stand.
you get lucky.
Oh, look, Sean has it. I got it.
Do it by accident.
In full. Yeah, it's also seen in the Timeless #1, that cover. We get another Daredevil book, Daredevil 310, coming in the 5th spot. This is the first cover appearance of Calypso. We got the Calypso news that she's going to be appearing in the new movie. Was it a movie or show? Craven. So,
Movie, I think.
Calypso books have been popping. Number 6 is Twig. This one was weird. This is something to do with this book was some things that people were talking about on eBay and feedback was a lot of these got damaged on their way to the shops and on the way to wherever they were going to be sold. So they're very limited in high grade condition. So this made the number 6. Number 7 is Moon Knight. Moon Knight number 9. This is the first cameo appearance of Rutherford Winter in standard comic books. An accomplished ex-Hydra assassin.
Oh, really?
And yeah, and this is specifically the variant cover by Martin Simmons.
Yeah, I picked up that cover by
Yeah.
accident. Well,
Did
not
you?
that cover, but that issue. I
Alright,
thought the
so-
regular cover looked really cool.
I picked up the regular cover. And yeah, number 8 next is New Avengers 7. We talked about this. I think Danny has about 7 of these. A few graded, a few ungraded. This is the first appearance of the Illuminati. We know with Doctor Strange 2 during the Super Bowl, we saw the commercial for the trailer, and that's been going, that's been on the list for, I think, a while. This one, was surprising. So, with the new Batman film, I think a lot of people have some spec around the Court of Owls appearing. So this is Batman number 2 coming in the 9th spot. It's the first appearance of Talon, William Cobb, an assassin for the Court of Owls, and the great-grandfather of Dick Grayson. So a lot of people, those Court of Owls books have really been jumping in price.
Batman number 6 is also a good one. That's the first full quarter
Appearance. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think my comic shop here got it locally raw. The guy wants $100 for a near mint.
Oh,
Buddy,
wow.
take it easy. Amazing. So this is again a Calypso issue. This is Amazing Spider-Man number 209, hitting the 10th spot. It's the first appearance and origin of Calypso. So some great covers there. I like to keep an eye on these weekly just to see what's trending. And lots of Batman love. You love to see it. DC always gets hit in the comic world, but they're coming back.
I have a question for Danny on the grading things because he brought up the Batman number 6. Does it affect anything when like CGC doesn't put on their tag at the top that it was the first Court of Owls appearance?
No.
Because it's not on there.
Yeah, sometimes they don't know about it until it's actually like everyone makes a big deal about it.
You could request
Because they don't even know what
them to put
what
something
everybody's first appearance is, unless it's the main books.
But at that point, Danny, would you send it back in, pay the $20 fee to get it reslabbed?
No, I wouldn't, because people who are looking for it know.
Will they change the grade? Could they change the grade?
If you get it reholdered, it just costs $20 and then $10 each way, I think, shipping. So it'll be like $40 total.
Yeah, it's almost not worth it at that point.
It reholdered. Yeah.
I think you're better off cracking the slab and just getting a little permanent marker and writing it in, and then just put everything back together.
That's the worst advice ever.
No, I think you just leave it the way it is. People know what it is. It's still going to retain the value.
Yeah, here it is here, guys. 9.8 himself.
Sometimes 9.4.
Well. All right, guys, we're gonna talk about some of the books that dropped this week quickly. We're gonna fly through these. Of course, anybody on the panel in the chat, you guys have any questions or want to interject, you're more than welcome. This week, Timeless number 1. We're gonna start left to right. Timeless number 1. This is the third printing of this Timeless book, and this one's interesting. It's the first cover appearance of an unknown female Black Panther character with white hair. Speculation it's the daughter of Storm and Black Panther from an alternate reality. So that had some really cool spec attached to it. This one here, Captain Carter number 1 in the middle. First appearance of Captain Carter in comic books. We know she's returning.
I could not find that one.
You couldn't find it?
Mm-mm.
Really?
I was able to snag that one, luckily. Do you guys have comic book shops you can order online, no?
Yeah.
What's on the phone?
And what are you watching?
Jason. Is Jason still here? Fuck about the fucking...
Make me smack you, sweetheart. I'll do it.
So yeah, Captain Carter. What we were saying is the what was I saying? The online. You guys have comic book shops you can order online and then just pick up at the store. Do you guys have that feature there? You should look at that if you can, Fern. That helps.
Mine are delivery.
They deliver
check
as well?
check out either Midtown or Things from Another World. That's where I get mine stuff from, and you could just go in and pre-order, and then when they come out, they ship it to you.
Yeah, I usually have a pull box. I usually have a pull box on my local comic shop, but I forgot to get that one, and they didn't have it when I went.
Try also my comic shop. They would be close to you.
Yeah.
Because they're out of Texas.
Yeah.
He's not in Texas.
Orange and AZ, baby.
Well, it's closer than Midtown in New York.
He's got a wrench.
True.
Jeez. Lastly, we got Spider-Gwen, Gwenverse number 1. This is the first appearance of Thor Gwen, which is cool. There's a lot of speculation around Gwen coming down the pipeline. So I see her books flying off the shelves and a lot of people talking about it. So we'll see.
Oh, look, her web's not connected to anything either.
Oh, well, now we know where Sideshow got their concept art. Okay, go ahead, Eddie. We got these two beautiful covers here. I know some people on the panel got this book already. This is Punisher number 1. This is the series where the Punisher, as I mentioned previously, is a warlord for the Hand. And the cover on the right is a variant cover by Goran Parlov. It's symbolic because essentially it's him retiring his old symbol and moving on to the new one, which has been the new emblem, which has been people have been losing their minds. They're upset.
What's
They'll
up?
get over it like everything else.
It's temporary though.
Yeah, he's gonna come back.
Yeah, we'll see.
That's how they
what's
sell
the new
more
one gonna look
comics.
like?
Just like Hydra Cap, he's gonna be back in his normal uniform sooner or later.
Next, 2 Star Wars covers I liked. The first one, Star Wars Han Solo and Chewbacca #1. This was tough to find. I got nervous. The comic book shop sold out, and he said he got a few more in. But flew off the shelves over here locally. This one here is a new series that's starting. It's the first appearance of Keltana, first appearance of Buck Vangto, who's a marshal that essentially is after Han Solo, and the first appearance of Ovan, the father of Han Solo. So I think this is a book with a lot of potential. And on the right of it, we have Star Wars Crimson Reign #3. This is the origin of the archivist. And it's going to be this specific variant cover is by Raza. And what's nice about it, it's going to be a 5-issue connecting cover.
Is that the character on the cover?
Featuring the Knights of Ren. No, that is not the archivist. The original release, what's the word I'm looking for? The primary release has the archivist on the cover.
Oh, the direct.
The direct,
Crimson
exactly.
Reign is about the Knights of Ren? Is that what you said?
Sorry, say that again?
It's a Crimson Reign is about the Knights of Ren?
I haven't gone into the Crimson Reign story, but it's 5 issues. The 5 issues in the story are going to be connecting covers. So the variant covers are going to be connecting covers featuring the Knights of Ren.
Oh, okay.
So I don't know if it's going to be a situation where it was like Star Wars 21, where the story had absolutely nothing to do with... Star Wars 20 it had nothing to do with Mando and Grogu, and they slapped them on the covers.
Right, okay.
Yeah.
I was like,
They're going to be
you
connecting
just-
covers.
You could just skip all those.
Actually got the 1 in 25 of that Han Solo one as well. I like it a bit better than the cover.
Did you?
So I picked it up, yeah.
I couldn't even find those locally here either. I was lucky to find that direct.
Nice.
But all of the variant covers they did for that issue looked really well done. Zach picked this up as well. This is Batman on the left. Batman #1056. Again, a little bit of a tribute to the Batman movie release. It's the movie variant. This cover was by Puppeteer Lee. And on the right, we got some movie news as well in regards to the League of Super Pets. Keanu Reeves voicing Batman. So this book came out this week. This is the first team appearance of the Super Pets, led by Ace the Bat Hound. So in the trailer, you see Batman with Ace. So I don't know. I don't know if this is say it
the
again.
one on the left, that one came out this week too.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
I wonder if that's where Queen Studios got their inspiration.
Well, that Batmobile is a lot bigger, so.
Yeah.
And Batman's a lot smaller.
All right, guys, we're gonna talk. Danny wanted to talk about this a little bit. We got to see the Kenobi trailer. I know you guys all have a little bit to say about this, so I'm excited to talk to you about it. We'll end the show with this. This is Star Wars Darth Vader #6, the issue on the left. Okay, this is the big spec book now for Kenobi, which is essentially the first appearance of the Grand Inquisitor. And these Grand Inquisitors, if you don't know, they're top-ranking Jedi hunters, essentially working for Darth Vader.
They're former Jedis too.
Really?
Are they?
Yeah.
Yeah, this guy was a temple guard.
Converted.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Danny doesn't lie.
So,
That's
this
a lot.
copies of this book,
Somebody
like,
fact.
up 160 to 200%. So the book's exciting. The book's selling. Fantastic if you have one. I think Danny has like 10 under his mattress.
No.
Congrats, brother. I think even has a 9.8. The problem I have here, and we can talk about it a little bit, is just why does he look like that?
Goofy this dude looks.
He looks
what
like
he
a
kinda looks
fucking
like?
pumpkin.
Have you ever seen Lil Nicky?
Oh my god. Why do you do this?
Yeah.
Why?
Yeah.
I just don't understand.
Considering they've done these aliens in episode 3 correctly,
Yeah.
I don't know why they did this. Like,
Yeah.
It's Cad Bane all over again.
And Eddie, maybe you can confirm because I think you watched it, but you see the animated Inquisitor there. What was that from? Was that from Bad Batch or Clone Wars?
Rebels.
Clone Wars.
Rebels.
Or yeah, Rebels.
Rebels. Okay.
Rebels.
They couldn't make him look like that.
Because I have a question now. Does this mean we might see Ezra and Obi-Wan?
I heard that. I heard rumors about that.
And whose head is this?
Apparently, it's Rex.
Oh,
It's not Rex.
I read somewhere
I heard
the spec is Rex.
I heard
I don't know,
Cody's
look
in
at
here
the-
for sure.
Look at the cybernetic stuff on the back of his head.
Yeah, but look at the ears.
The fuck?
Yeah, what the fuck?
What does that mean?
How's the ears gonna? Oh, that is definitely Rex from his ears.
Another John Talon.
Yeah, I
Identify
know.
people by the back of the ears.
You should be working for the fucking Canadian government if you could spot
He works for the circus.
But I don't know,
Jesus
back to the Grand
Christ,
Inquisitor.
Jason Bourne. How do you know? Look at his ears.
Bro, I don't know, but I know for the next Halloween fucking carving contest, I'm gonna do this guy's head.
Yeah, it's bad, bro. Like,
Yeah.
there's
I
no
mean, they could have
excuse.
just done a. I mean, how hard is a prosthetic skull cap? You know what I mean? Just to give a little extra height.
To elongate. Look,
Not
they did it for
hard.
cone. They did it for cone heads. Like,
Yeah, Conehead.
Or just
you
make
want
it
him to look
narrow. Like if it was if it was that height and narrow, it would be fine. But it's just like an orb when it should be an oval.
Yeah.
Like it's just super round.
Yeah, and again, they did them on what's that planet where they fight Grievous? Utapau. Those
Yeah.
alien guys are all over the place on Utapau. Like they could do it. It's not impossible. So
Utapau,
why the
Dean.
fuck did they do this? It's just not good. It's just bad.
Who's the actor who voiced him? I know he's a famous guy. I just forget his name.
I don't remember.
Voiced the Grand Inquisitor. Hold on. Let me look it up.
are you guys
Good
excited?
character.
Are you guys excited for Kenobi?
I
After
am.
this trailer, no.
Really?
I have.
I
a
still
huge-
am.
Back of his ear.
I'll say I'm excited for it with a huge grain of salt.
Yeah, they just better
I'm
not
excited
F
for
this
it.
up.
I was just.
I'm hoping, even though he doesn't look up to par, but I'm just hoping he does a badass
only
job.
episodes of
you'll
this-
forgive the look.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, it's possible. But I think the only episodes that are going to be good are the ones where it's just the Mando for no reason. Yeah, with the way they tanked Boba Fett, I have little to no hope with this. They just love fucking up characters that aren't Disney characters. So
I don't know, but this will be very heartbreaking considering Vader's going to be back and messing that up. I think is
yeah,
going to
James
ruin a
Earl
lot of
Jones-
people.
James Earl Jones is coming back to voice Vader. So.
Yeah.
Oh, he signed up too?
I think he was fucking around, dude.
I don't
What
know.
do you mean?
No, I think James
No.
Earl Jones is back.
Yeah,
I
saw
read
an
I
article
read something
today.
whether
To
it was a
voice
rumor
him?
or not. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
I mean, he
Hayden
was back
Christensen
for Rogue
or-
One and Rebels. Actually, that was James Earl Jones in Rebels.
I didn't even know he was still alive. Man.
Wow, how dare you?
Jesus.
So I'll say I'm excited for this. I mean, I love Obi-Wan. He's dope.
Yeah.
So like I'm excited about it. I mean, it's got. We'll see. If they go the Boba Fett route or if they go the Mando route, if it's gonna be good or bad. But I'm gonna give it a chance still. And the guy who voiced him, his name is what is it? Jason Isaacs. He played Lucius Malfoy in Harry
yes.
Potter.
Yeah.
And I
He was
mean,
in
if they would have
Patriot,
just got
too.
that guy to play him, like his face is
Oh,
narrow
wow.
enough, and just put
Yeah.
the stuff on him, like that would be dope. I don't know why they didn't do that, but yeah,
And he's a great actor in general.
yeah.
Yeah, I don't
Exactly.
know. We'll see. It was the same with. We got to see another character, Danny. Maybe you can help me with. Was it another Inquisitor that had
Oh, the
that?
fifth brother? He's the,
Look-
the Asian guy from Fast and Furious?
Looks like it's a spin-off between Star Wars and Mortal Kombat. Like
Yeah, but that's how he looks like in
Harrison Ford's
the
not in
show,
it.
though.
I don't know, man. I wasn't too. I had
That
one
one does
scene.
look. That does look true to how he looks like in Rebels.
I had one scene that I was happy with, and we can say it's safe to talk about, right? It's a trailer. If you haven't watched the trailer, you don't want to hear about it. I'll give you 3 seconds to leave or mute.
Or go fuck yourself.
Well, no, I won't say that.
Filthy
Trailer,
animal.
so.
But
You know,
regardless,
those fuckers should go.
when he's looking, and you can see little Luke on the. Oh, man, that was
against the whip.
heartwarming. That was heartwarming. He's trying to fly.
I don't think he was trying. He was like playing that he was flying.
Well, that's his trying. What did you think, Joel?
I'm really excited, but I'm worried Disney's gonna fuck it up.
This has 2 amazing OT characters, so of course Disney's gonna fuck it up.
Yeah.
Well, I know. Chase loved Book of Boba, so I'm sure he's gonna be excited for this.
Well, Danny, it's got prequel characters, so they did Clone Wars well. So who knows? Maybe this one will be good. Rebels was good as well, so we'll see.
Hold on.
Plus, what's her name? Deborah Chow. I have faith in her more than.
We're not ending the show yet.
Richard Rodriguez.
Did you get it? Deborah Chow. Okay, see ya.
Wow.
Arrivederci.
Hey, Italian Batman. Large. All right, guys, we're gonna move on. What is that? May 25th. We're gonna get that to Disney Plus. So stay tuned for that. We'll see what happens with that show. Here's our spotlight, collector spotlight. I asked a whole bunch of viewers, listeners, if you're on the podcast, if you're watching the show, to visit our Facebook page, and we got a slew of people who posted their collection photos. So I'm going through those every episode, and I'll be posting them up. So this week is the wonderful CC3PO, who a wonderful angel who's been on our show on Collecting Weekly. She's straight out of Rogue One 6. She has a great show there about her art prints. So she was kind enough to post some photos of her collection, and here we have them. She typically sticks to art prints and props, and she does have the nice Batman statue there. But I do appreciate her collection, nice and clean. You get the representation of the movie, the wonderful plaque, the lightsabers on the wall with Vader's mask. I love it. I think it displays well. And you have her DC representation in her cabinet. You know, it's nothing's mixed and matched. It's all clean, organized, and to the point.
Yeah, it's very
Nice.
cool.
And then we got
Ben
another
Affleck battering there. Nice.
That I don't know. That's a little heartbreaking. Then you got a nice wall of art prints. That '89 Batman print. Oh, that is beautiful.
That's a good one.
Yeah. So I appreciate collection well organized and displays really well. Thank you, Cece, for taking the time to share some photos with us in the community. Stay tuned. You guys stay tuned for the next person, and keep posting photos. I got records of all the photos. Keep posting photos, guys. I'll have it on the Facebook Collecting Weekly Auxiliary page, guys. So stay tuned.
Fire alarm in her house.
I was wondering about that.
This wasn't even her fucking photo. She took a picture in a hallway and she.
Yeah, okay. Hallway of the museum. Yeah, right.
I was just playing CC. She actually has a lot more empty wall space than I would think she'd have, honestly. So, that's crazy.
She doesn't just buy random things. She's a curator.
She has a shit ton of prints, though.
It's a curated collection.
It's not the
you're
fact that, like, that
Eddie,
she just doesn't
shut
buy enough. It's the fact that.
I'm just kidding. I'm sorry.
I didn't realize you were the fucking, like. Go
You
fuck
were the
yourself.
what? What were you gonna say? You're the what? The boss?
No, the fucking CC3PO fucking know-it-all.
Oh, fan club.
Cool. I am president of the fan club, yes. So,
Is it like a fan club of one, motherfucker?
Oh.
are you a fan of CC?
Yeah.
Welcome aboard.
Oh,
Party
baby.
too.
All right, guys. We're gonna thank our the 3 pillars that keep the doors open here. Give me 1 second while I get this open here. Eddie, can you see it?
Yeah.
Go ahead. Okay, I got it. Never mind. I
Okay.
got it. I got it. We got. Oh, fuzz! I don't got it.
We got Sean Fear, Ian CB,
Thank you,
Renee
buddy.
Mendez, Eric Mariscal, Quinn Aguirre, Leo Hernandez, King Louis, Mark Pearson, Paul Schreiber, James Coley, Equan, Chris Valencerina, Ben Thomas, Chris Letty, David Jones, Sam Gist, Daminator, Joao Bretta, Sweet Danny Lee, Deanie Martin, Stephen Krepp, Big Fern, King Zachary V, Caesar Mariquin, Mike Cruz, Lisa Martin Bomonsky, Rick DeGregorio, Alvin Jules, The Everyday Collector, Ricardo Valdez, Jose CZ, Aaron Azucena, The Illustrious Rainer, Aled Morgan, Tukatri, Wah, Matt Clevenger, Seth Tucker, CC3PO, who I'm now in the fan club, Scott Smith, Don Maton, Bola Boy, Jimmy James, Stephen Purchase, Sean Yahtzee, Usby, Scott Bradley, Stephen Maria Stanley, Jesse Contreras, Eddie Manzanares, Louis Bennett, Chip Perrin, Jimmy Hernandez, Gigi the Judgmental, and Brenton Palmer.
Jeez, what were you breathing out of your ass?
I know.
Holy shit.
You were struggling at the end there, bro.
I know. I was like, I can do it.
Appreciate that, Eddie, for doing that here. Next, we got our Eddie. Next, we got our
Oh yeah.
March Patreon benefits, guys. Our two stickers. We got the Pose Wars sticker, holographic sticker, and we got
Joe Exotic.
Dylan, Joe Exotic,
Wow.
2.0.
Oh, you hate to see it.
Two beautiful stickers there.
Yeah.
Guys, if you want to join, become a part of the pillar. You guys want to become a part of the pillar. You can join here. You can join the Sweet Angel tier.
How do they become part of the pillar? Fuck.
Sorry, I'm trying to open this up because we had a malfunction before the show and it was just I'm trying to open it up. If you want to become a Sweet Angel, become part of the pillars. You can join the Sweet Angel tier for $5 a month. You're gonna get Patreon exclusive swag from the Collecting Weekly network. You got it here. You get a $5 a month, includes a sticker sent straight to your door, as well as access to Ox After Dark. Great show. A hashtag. Okay, we get the point.
Tread lightly.
$15 per month. You're considered certified crispy. You know, like the bacon you do on Saturday morning. Certified crispy,
bacon.
guys.
Never makes me breakfast.
No Canadian bacon.
No.
The Canadian bacon you get down at Timmy Hortons.
Jesus.
They put it between a croissant with some Nutella on there. Oh my god.
Oh my god. I don't know which Canadian you know speaks like that. Anyways, this tier
Don't forget the
includes
cheese.
an official crispy certified. Are you guys serious?
You can't have Nutella without the cheese, don't you know?
Buddy, I don't even know what language that was.
I don't know what the fuck it was either.
He's trying.
It was a Canadian leprechaun, I think.
That's North Dakota.
They're after me, lucky Timmy Hortons.
Oh, I hate you guys.
Got him.
Certified crispy tier, $15 a month. This tier includes an official certified crispy certificate on the first pledge. Figure assistance fixes from Zach. Just message him beforehand. You know how that goes. $25 for a month. You're considered a What a Guy. You want to be a What a Guy. What a Guy folks in this tier get a What a Guy exclusive. This is going to be the first one we do. It's going to be a POG set, a deluxe set on your first pledge. You get doubles of all the stickers that we send as well, and all the benefits of the previous tiers. That's fantastic. That POG set's looking really good, by the way.
Hell yeah.
Sweet, right? I'm excited.
We should have a tease on these slides already.
Our YouTube channel members, we got Mojo, Z78, Absolute Irwin, Test Jess 1, DK Avenger 702, OMFG Rick, Mike Oxlong, S Beam, Andreas IB, Daminator, Sam Gist, OG Fan, The Primricas, Mark Pearson, Ben Thomas, Justin Harass, Paul Schreiber, Andrew Gibo, CC3PO, and Lemur Hernandez. Guys, the shows on the network. We got our main show on Tuesdays. We got Collecting Weekly. Got After Dark on Wednesdays. This Monday night, we got Collecting Weekly live unboxing. Eddie's going to be doing a great statue. Be sure to tune in for that. You're watching Collectors Club. You know, you guys love it. Hashtag collecting. What is it again? Hashtag Club Life.
Jesus. It's your club, motherfucker.
Guys, we're after hours here. Hashtag Club Life in the chat, guys. I haven't seen it enough today. I want to see hashtag Club Life around YouTube, other channels. I want people to say, what's Club Life?
Wow.
We got OFAC from our guys over at the pond. We got In and Outs of Collecting, Bricks and Brews, Pose Wars tomorrow night. It's going to be flipping crazy. Small Talk, The Ringcast, and Live and Let Dice, where the magic happens, literally. Our social media pages, guys. Facebook Collecting Weekly. That's our main page. We got the Collecting Weekly Auxiliary. All the fun stuff happens there. Sales posts, sharing your collections, any updates. It's all there. Instagram, we got @Collecting Weekly. We also have @Collecting Weekly _ clips for all the funny jokes and all the funny clips that we have on the shows, at The Everyday Collector, and at In and Outs of Collecting for all the statue updates. And guys, that's it, guys. We made it. Can you imagine we made it to the end? This one was we hit some technical issues in the beginning, but we made it, guys. Thanks to Eddie. Eddie helped me out on this one. No blurry photos today. We
Yeah, that was great.
Nope, crystal clear.
We fixed it. That guy in the middle is really
Except
nice
when
guy.
Fern was showing off his comics. That's cool.
Yeah, yeah, thanks. Very nice.
Wonderful
Was it
panel.
blurry?
No, you're fine.
It's way blurry.
You're fine.
I
buddy.
didn't see it because my shit was glitching. So
You're fine. We love you,
Thought
buddy.
it was just illegal content.
Do you guys have any shoutouts? Hold on, before you do the shoutouts, we have to do the customary clip.
Everybody raise their glasses.
Your glasses, guys. Who's your shoutouts to?
Paul Schreiber, what a guy, bro. He's been
Ned Schneebly.
Ascent.
Ned Schneebly. Wow.
A saint.
No, Paul Schreiber, what a guy. He's doing a lot of stuff for the channel. I can't thank him enough. Also, I bought a package from him yesterday, or not yesterday, but it came in the mail today. But I haven't gotten it yet. I'm excited.
Well, we'll stay tuned for the new this week on Tuesday's show, possibly.
Oh yeah.
Anybody else? Wow. Well, I want to give a shout out to everybody who tuned in on the chat today. You guys are awesome. Whoever came to the club, spent some time with us talking about these bloody Batman statues. Glad to spend some time with you guys. And comics, you know, the new CW. Just shooting the shit with the comic talk, you know? Shooting the shit.
What are you
Definitely
shooting
shot.
the chat with?
Jeez. It's been a great time to you guys. All the best. And this panel, Brenton, Sean, Joe's a flipping. This is way past his bedtime, man. He's like 11 o'clock the show. Holy man, I
Definitely
can't.
not flipping.
That's okay. He got an energy drinking,
He
and
got some zingers tonight, bro. He was coming out.
stay tuned for the After Dark show.
Yeah.
Jesus.
We got Dean. Thanks for tuning in, brother. On time today too. Love to see it.
I was early.
I didn't think I was gonna use it on Sean the clip, but I thought it was gonna be you. But
Wow. Okay.
Fern, Eddie, of course, my right hand man, Chasen, Mr. Queen Studios himself.
I don't know why that, but okay.
I like that you got a bat for him for everything.
What are you talking about?
I
You're the
like
Queen
how he
Studios
Definitely
guy.
have a worse.
I have a
nickname.
Queen Studios collection question. I'm going to you. I'm not going to anybody else.
I like how he has something to say for everybody, and then with me is just Fern. And then
Fern, I love you, buddy. And Danny, the sweet 9.8.
Well,
Not
Well,
always.
yeah, controversial. Well, I'm letting that one slide. If I see another 9.4, you're done, buddy. Guys,
Let's split the
Plenty of
difference.
them.
9-6.
okay. Guys, I'd like to end it. This has been Collectors Club. You don't have to go home, but you can't stay here. All the best, guys. Till next time.
Jumbo.
left hand.
I hope you know that you made today a very special day by just your being you.
Goodbye, old friend. May the force be with you.